Well, hello everyone, what is going on? It is the Almighty Geoff and we're here with episode 1 of Assassin's Creed Syndicate. If you're new to the channel, welcome. This will be a 100% let's play of the game, well, a completionist let's play of the game, so we're going to reach 100% and do absolutely everything this game has to offer. If you are returning from a different series, welcome. Of course, this is our next entry into the AC universe. This came out in 2015, I believe. We've just finished Assassin's Creed Unity, slogged through. There's probably a more appropriate term for that, but this game is really one of my favourites. It is truly an underrated gem, but I might as well just let you experience that for yourselves rather than me waffling on at you about how much I love this game. So yeah, anywho, this is the opening screen. You can see Jacob Frye is one of our two new protagonists. You'll meet the other today as well. A cool thing about this game that they didn't do in Unity is the ability to delete your save game. I've not actually advanced it at all. I've basically just been using it to test that my recording settings were optimal, because Unity made me have to change the settings around because it didn't quite record as well. And there were some issues with Syndicate, not as bad as Unity, but hopefully it should come out okay. But anywho, let's get straight on into a new game.
Abstergo.
Goddamn Abstergo. Welcome, Assassin. Hello, Bishop.
Hello, Initiate. Recently, Abstergo Historical Research began several new projects in London. We both know that when Abstergo makes big moves, the Templars are up to something. We think they're hot on the trail of a new piece of Eden. I've got people in London looking for it.
Hey, Bishop! Jacob and Evie Frye are twins. How awesome is that?
Speak of the devil. Fire up your cameras, Bex.
Hey.
I've got picture.
That drone's called Clay. Named after Subject 16, I would assume. There they are. Rebecca Crane and Sean Hastings.
A lot to sift through. I'm gonna get the Initiates on it ASAP.
You look weird with a weapon. Let's plant a little bug and see what we can see.
If you're new to the channel, I absolutely stan Sean Hastings. He's one of my favourite characters of all time.
Doesn't say with who.
Doesn't say with whom, Rebecca. I suppose it's down to Muggins here to find out.
Hold on. The mission was to find data to locate a piece of Eden in London.
We did.
And now, I am eager to try this new kit.
I don't like it when those two go off book like this. Well, all we can do is take a deep breath and move forward. You'll be searching for the piece of Eden through the lives of Jacob and Evie Frye, twin assassins who operated in Victorian London. Your first set of genetic memories are downloaded. Good luck.
It's a big bear.
Brother George, it is as I feared. London has fallen. Thrice I have written to you begging your aid. Thrice you've responded with silence. And yet I write again. So desperate my need, so few my options. I need you. London needs you. You would say it is too great of a task, or that it is not yet time to strike. Patience, you would counsel. But whilst you wait, the Templars consolidate their power. They have chosen a Grand Master so ruthless, so thorough, one might think Reginald Birch himself had returned. His name is Crawford Starrick, and he intends to rule the world. There is no aspect of society he does not control, no industry that escapes his grim touch. By day, it is corrupt merchants and venal politicians who hold court. Come night, a vicious street gang known as the Blighters strikes terror in the hearts of all. There is no business untainted by his poison, no person unexploited, be it by duplicity or force. Our enemy has designs on the highest office of them all.
Victoria.
as you look inward, and dare I say it, afraid. Crawford Starrick's ambition is fixed on the beyond, to kingdoms and continents as yet unconquered, though not for long, for he knows, as I have warned you time and time again, whosoever controls London controls the world.
Well, at this particular point in history, that is a very accurate comment to make, of course. This is what the British Empire was at its peak. And no, despite being British, I do not approve of the Empire. Don't think many people my age would these days. Older generations, you know, maybe not so much.
The iron ship's from here. The Templar running things is Rupert Ferris and our target 1. Target 2 is Sir David Brewster, who's got his hands on a bauble that could ruin us in this wretched war. Think you both can handle it?
What a question.
All right. My mistake. Ladies and gentlemen, the unstoppable Frye twins. See them nightly at Covent Garden.
George, honestly, I've studied the plans of the laboratory and have every route covered.
And I've got all I need right here. I'll extend your regards to Ferris.
Chat later, George. We've a train to
It's a
catch.
general summary about how both of them approach the situations.
May the creed guide you, you vagrants!
Poor man, more afraid than ever. The years have not been kind.
Evie, Frye, where do you get it from?
The same place as you, Jacob.
Yeah, you'll find Jacob's skills are much more home to close combat,
Don't die.
and Evie's definitely more methodological and stealthy. Which is why this story is really good, because it allows you to play to both strengths. Because, I mean, I like both. I quite like the fighting, well, when it's not broken, cough cough, Assassin's Creed Unity. But the combat's usually quite good. But so's the stealth.
He's disrupting the other workers. Snap his trap. Get the machine fixed. And send me some laudanum for my head.
Coming right up.
I do like both of them though. I think there's quite a lot of people who have like a gripe with Jacob in particular, but I think he's quite charming. Okay, I'm just going to check something. I just want to have a look at the display settings. Yeah, it's at top. It looked like it was dipping in frames. That might just be me though. It might come out fine in the video. Anywho, so obviously this is based on the same engine as Assassin's Creed Unity, although it is a little bit more polished, and there are differences. But
Locked. What do you think you're doing?
No one goes in or out, unless there's a problem.
I hold the machines.
will cause a problem.
That door opens, and I have my route to Ferris.
Okay. Weirdly enough, the first two memories of this game get their own sequence. So this is the only memory of sequence 1, and then when you jump over to Evie, that's the only memory of sequence 2. I don't know why they did that. It's only a 9-sequence game, but all the other ones, like sequence 3 to 9, are all quite long. So it makes up for it. It's probably I don't think the story's as long as the Unity one. It might make up for the fact that I think there's more stuff to do in London than there is in Paris. I can't quite remember. It's been longer since I played Syndicate than I did Unity actually. It's probably why I'm so much looking forward to getting back into it, because I did really enjoy it the first time I played this through on the PlayStation 4. This is on the PC, by the way.
What's all this? Which one of you is responsible?
Wasn't us, sir. I swear it. He's telling the truth.
I'll hang you from the chimneys for this.
No, you won't. Yeah.
The sanitary inspector. This man is dead.
You're the dead man.
I don't think so. There we go. This is what the combat's like in this game. It's a lot easier to deal with. It's a lot more fluid as well. Both Jacob and Evie are quite good at combat. It's just there are certain skills that only Jacob has access to, which are related to combat. In the same way that there are certain skills related to stealth that only Evie can do. But I'm going ahead of what I really need to be talking to you about. You'll see most of the things that will happen. Just plugging dead at a time, really.
I'm coming.
I'm coming. Hopefully we'll learn enough to do both memories this episode. I'm not too sure. I don't think that either of the memories are that long, but even if it ends up being episode 2 is just Evie's mission, that's completely fine. Oh. Hello. Alright, detection. Enemies who can see you will become suspicious. If you stay in their line of sight, they will become aggressive and attack. Move behind cover to lose enemies. They will investigate your last known position. Okay, so that's similar to Assassin's Creed Unity. Oh, out of the way. Oh, ooh, right in the neck. Oh, way up. Who are you? Hush. You too. That little counter in the corner, there are certain perks that you get if you do a certain amount of kills or beatdowns. There's several different markers. I'll go through all this at the end of the episode, but obviously you only have to get 120 sound assassinations like that, and I think you get a certain bonus. No, you don't. Okay. See if we get a throwing knife on this dude. This guy doesn't really care too much. Fair enough. Okay, let's crack it open. And that guard standing right there at the door doesn't hear a thing. I gather it's probably going to be quite loud inside the factory, but you know. Stealth. Sneaking makes you harder to detect and allows you to move faster. The stealth ring shows your enemies above and below you. From behind cover, hold the left trigger to aim, then press the right trigger to throw knives. Yep. We've basically done all of those. So, way ahead of you. See if we can get another. Whoop. Oh. Nearly took out some poor worker then. My apologies. Alright. Right, knives, that's fine. I don't really need to deal with him. Oh, whoa, whoa. I don't believe this mission has any optional objectives, so you don't have to worry about failing anything. Hello. Hehe. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Oh, there's no one around here. That's fine. Oh, good. Don't need it. Oh. There he be.
Mr. Ferris, sir. The lad in the factory should be taken to be bandaged by the apothecary.
Fine. But dock his wages.
You tight ass.
Shall we arrive at a final price, Mr. Ferris?
Can't believe Jacob heard that from all the way over there, but there you go. Okay, let's stick up here. Oh, okay. Let's not get too eager. Keep out of harm's way. Oh. Of course there's a guy right where we are, but that's fine. Pwah. Start raving mad. That's me. Sit down. Okay, so we've got several points of entry that we can take. Going through the roof, you know, I feel like that's the most assassiny. Well, there's a bit of stab in the neck. How'll that do?
It is done. Oh? What did you accomplish, boy? A bolt loosened in Starrick's machine. A large bolt, but not enough.
Your Grandmaster will fall.
You assassins can circle London to your heart's content. The mechanism we have built has been going strong for 100 years, and will run 1,000 more. It is the very city itself.
We will take London from your hands.
From Croydon? You lurk in the shadows like a coward. I doubt it.
Strong words. Bring about the old retro marking the kills, like in the original Assassin's Creed, obviously with a handkerchief this time, which is much more British than a feather, which was used by Altair. I like it. Alright. Let's just make sure we're not going to bump into anybody along the way. They brought back that you can use Eagle Vision for as long as you want, as long as you don't enter high profile mode, rather than it just being like a scan, almost, that it was in Unity. Oh, hello. I'm gonna try for something here. If you bring multiple enemies down to like the minimum level, and then you can have them both highlighted, you can get like double kills and like up to quadruple kills. That's the maximum it goes. And as you can see, there's there was something for the amount of double kills. But it's an easy one to grind out, because when we get to London, you'll find there's a sort of a fighting arena minigame you can do, and those are easy ways to build up those if you need to. But again, I'm getting ahead of myself. I don't really need to talk about that sort of thing until we get to it. You'll see all that.
Lost your bottle, boys.
Well, it's translating Cockney slang. Oh, not even Cockney slang. Like that's a phrase we have up north as well. Like, lost your bottle. Oh Jesus! Oh, he's getting the sack. Oh dear, that's a safety hazard waiting to happen. Welcome to Uncharted 2.
Oh, we seem to have made an unscheduled stop.
Oh dear. Yeah, Jacob is the man of puns, of course. He makes jokes about everything. But you know, it's a respectable trait to have. Whee. we go. I think that ends Jacob's memory.
Maybe next time I'll walk.
There you go. A spanner in the works. We've got an initiate belt for that. Cool. Yep, the customizable items are back, although not nearly as high number as they were in Unity. And also, assassin points are gone. You just have to pay for them, which is remarkable. Definitely a step in the right direction. And so, we're taking over as our lovely sister, Evie. Much more suited to the Assassin's Creed of old. Just stealth first, fight later. Take out Templar target numero dos, so David Brewster. Hopefully the loading times aren't quite as long as they were in Unity. Starrick and Co. Croydon, 1868. Okay, back to another loading screen.
Yard. Guard quarters. Brewster's laboratory. This is where the piece of Eden will be located. No loose ends. Now, decouple the locomotive and create a diversion.
Well, where is it? Huh? Where's Brewster's supplies? Meter.
Are they drunk, or is it just because the carriage is shaking?
Who's there?
Nobody? Don't just drop your torch to the floor, dude. Let's start a fire.
Time to deploy the diversion.
Okay. What are you doing here? Come on. What? There you go.
I'm on my way, Sir David.
Cool. Throwing knife is back. Ah. For some reason I thought the quick throw would be just quickly throwing him off the side of the carriage. That's fine. Whoa. There's a big chest over here. Obviously it won't be anything like a proper chest, it'll probably just be an ammo crate.
Hello, boys.
Very nice. Very nicely done. Oh.
Please, miss. Don't tell us in. They'll send us to the lab.
Be on our way soon as the train slows, miss.
Quiet.
Or else I'll give you a right good eye.
We're not going to grass you up. It'll be hard times in Victorian Britain. Yeah, just don't pay attention to the fact that you may stop talking. It's all good. Oh, we've got another crate. Probably going to be useless. Oh, oh. Oh, shh. You see nothing. Go away. I don't need you. That chest has got a hat. Okay, £123. Nice. That's actually quite decent money in these times.
Smells like Jacob's cooking.
No doubt. Yeah. So you detach a carriage, just punch the rail.
Keep you busy while I head into your lab.
Don't know what that guy was doing at the end there. Quite the emotive gentleman.
Follow me down the tracks.
You stay here.
Keep a lookout.
All right. I'll shout if I get any bother.
Okay, I
First
know.
bird's eye view. Can't be too careful.
I know we've got a few minutes, but I do want to go through like the database stuff and everything, so I'll probably wrap up here. So, if you go to progression log, this is our Templar conspiracy, and so this is basically, it gives a rundown of all the targets we'll be chasing down over the course of the story. This is sort of like the database entries and stuff. So obviously we've already taken out Rupert Ferris, so that's his bio. If you want to pause and read. And David Brewster is currently who we're going for, so we'll be taking him down next episode. Like that. Okay, cool. Crawford Starrick is the big bad of this game. He's the Grandmaster. I'm not sure at what point his bio unlocks. Might be when you get to London. Conquest activities, so this will all be stuff that we'll cover when we get to London. So, won't bother with this as of yet. Dreadful Crimes, that's the equivalent of the Murder Mysteries, which is actually a DLC for this game. So then it's not as prominent. Evie's Notebook, this is just sort of like... I guess the closest thing is like Arthur Morgan's Journal and Red Dead Redemption 2, if you've played that, or if you've been watching me play it. So, we've not started that yet, but I think we'll probably pick up our first entry to that next time. Secrets of London, again, that's one of the collectibles, so we'll get to that. Perks, this is what I was talking about, so you get certain perks for doing certain things, so obviously double kill, which we did a couple with Jacob, increases lethality by 2, then you got triple kill, quadra kill, combat mastery, and all this stuff. Most of them are fairly simple and explanatory. So we'll be getting all these as we go through. Some of them I might have to grind in my own time. And then the good old progress tracker. So as you can see, like I said, we're currently in memory 1 of sequence 2, and that is the only memory in this sequence, and that's just the only one in memory 1. So it's kind of weird. And we can't go through the associated activities, London stories, or miscellaneous as of yet. If we're looking at database, encyclopedia, people, allies, we've got Evie Frye, a current protagonist, Jacob Frye, who we just played as. Of course, they're both born on the same day because they are twins. Enemies, Rupert Ferris. I think this is probably the same as what we just read before. Groups got the Assassin Brotherhood. Very odd that Arno's not on that poster. You got Altair, you got Ezio, you got Connor, and you've got Edward. The Templar Order. And you'd have thought they'd have done like the more prominent assassins like Haytham and Grandmaster Torres, maybe. German. The Blighters. So we've not officially been introduced to these guys yet, but this is sort of like the gang of London. George Westhouse, that's the guy who was speaking to at the very beginning. And we go to present day people. We've got Bishop. William Bloody Miles. Isabel Ardant, we've not met her yet. Rebecca Crane. Of course, one of the OGs from Assassin's Creed 2. And Sean Hastings. How rude, it shall never be revealed, Neville. I love him so much. He's amazing. And I love Danny Wallace as well, his voice actor. He's very funny. Miscellaneous, we got Abstergo. The modern day Templars. The Animus. Fucking right, I did. Great, yeah. Rebecca is the inventor of the Animus 2.0, although that's long in the past now. The Helix. Okay, I think that's it. Tutorials. Yeah, we don't really need to go through all these. If you want to be quick enough and pause them as I'm going through, I'm sure you will, but I don't think actually anybody cares. It's all pretty simple stuff. I'll just get it all ticked off. Cool. Okay, I believe I already have everything on the Ubisoft Club. Let me just check my rewards. That's for Immortals Phoenix Rising. That's the game that I've been playing on the PlayStation 5. I don't know why that's on there. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I believe I've already got everything, so we'll see this when we get some proper time in the game. Alright, cool. Can you go away now, please? Thank you. Okay, that is where we're going to end it for today. Next episode, we will continue with a simple plan as Evie goes in to take down Sir David Brewster. But before I wrap up, let me take a second to thank my amazing patrons. My £5+ patrons are Ron Hyler and Ever the Snake. You can find links to their channels as well as my other £3+ patrons in the description down below. And on screen you'll see credits to my £1+ patrons. Thank you so much, everyone. It's truly appreciated and it goes a long way in helping the channel, so I do thank you a lot for that. And if you wish to join those patrons, you can follow the link in the description down below to my Patreon page. But you don't have to do that because at the end of the day, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and also be sure to share the video. I'll see you guys in episode 2. Bye, guys.